This is the Killzone game we never got. And by that I mean the newly announced shooter video game, The Forever Winter. And I know the title kind of implies that you might run around building snowmen, but that is not what's happening here at all. Now I will say it off the bat, guys, I love the way this game looks. It kind of reminds me of Scorn. You know, it has that dark, creepy kind of atmosphere to it. You don't really feel safe at any time. It's almost as if every corner you come close to, you feel like there's just something around that corner, like some sort of predator. And no, not in the sexual sense, of course. Or who knows, it might just be that, because we do have this giant chick thing looking woman running around collecting bodies. Kind of adding to her body count over there. I see what you're doing, ma'am. So this does look like an interesting survival horror tactical shooter game. Let's get into it. Now, it does seem to take place in a futuristic setting. Of course, it looks like a bit of an apocalypse has happened of some sort, and there are AI and robots and all sort of creatures roaming on the surface world. And in this setting, you play as a scavenger. So that's where the whole looting idea kind of comes in. Now, from what they have shown, it does look like there's gonna be a bit of resource management, and by that I mean ammo management. So that plays into the gameplay a lot, as well as tactical engagements. I would love to see how this plays out. Like, maybe not every single gunfight is necessary. There might be some fights in this game where you have to think to yourself, do I really need to get into this? Do I really need to fight? I can just like stealthily walk that way and kind of avoid this. Like, there should be moments in this game where you have to think, is it the smartest thing right now to enter into this gunfight, or should I just move on? If they can do that, I think this game is gonna be pretty cool. Especially since whenever you do enter into combat, it seems that you could attract some unwanted attention from our big lady friend over here collecting bodies. So that's enough of combat. We do know that there is a trading system in the game, or there will be a trading system in the game, where you use water of all things to barter for other resources you might need. And of course, that proves all the more why this is an apocalypse. If water is gonna be the commodity, like the essential resource that you're using as a somewhat makeshift currency, you best expect I am gonna own a goddamn lake if that's the case. Now, it does seem as though there are minor customization features in the game as well. You're able to somewhat customize your loot crate and how it looks, as well as utilization of certain gadgets such as a scanner, so you're able to see what you're up against when you are out in the field fighting the good fight. And of course, that's where the tactical side comes into things. Now, of course, graphically, this thing does look perfect. It looks amazing. Okay, I love the vibe, I love the feeling, I love the creepy atmosphere. Graphically, this thing's a masterpiece. And one other thing I love about this entire project is that it's being developed by a new dev team. Okay, so these guys aren't the typical dinosaur companies we know like EA and Activision. No, these are new guys, and this project is completely new from the ground up. They are making something amazing, something unique, a little bit in the same vibe of Killzone and Command and Conquer, but obviously a little bit darker than that. And I do love that the devs kind of took a stab at those games quite a lot. I mean, just check it out for yourself.
Lastly, words cannot express how much we appreciate your support. People from all nations and all ages have reached out, just to say, thanks for going there and handling the subject with the care and energy it deserves. This means we're not alone in hoping we see a new Killzone, a gritty battlefield, maybe a new Command and Conquer title that's not a bloody mobile game. But if the response to what we're building is any indicator, maybe they will find the guts to bring those games back the right way.
Mwah, French kiss. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. So guys, what do you think about Forever War? It looks like it has balls. It looks like it's going to be a great looter shooter with survival and horror elements attached to it. I do kind of like the vibe. It's kind of up my alley. It's my game. So comment what you think below and let me know. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you all later.